Hey guys, it's Krishanti with Krishanti.com talking about psychic development and spiritual and personal growth. And Kristie asked me to address this term that comes up a lot in clairvoyant and psychic development studies and all of that, which is foreign energy. And she's like, what is that all about? Just talk a little bit about it. And foreign energy in your aura and in your chakras, it's basically any energy that is not your own. So when you're in a psychic mode or you're in an energy healing space and you tune into another person, a healthy, very robust, clear aura will be, nice and clean and no tears, no rips, and no people hanging on in there, riding along. I'll separate out that's kind of a little bit different from in the chakras. In the chakras, it's rare to see someone with like all perfectly functioning chakras, in imperfect balance. So often anyway, people are coming for the chakra healing, so they know something's up. But in the chakras, that's where old pictures and patterns, or even new ones that just happen that are pretty traumatic or powerful, that energy in those pictures, images will be in the chakras, and sometimes other people will be in there too. That's foreign energy. Sometimes cords will be in there. So a cord running from you to another person, and it'll be in one of your chakras, wherever they're corded in, and that constitutes foreign energy. So basically, foreign energy is anything that's not your own. It can be feelings or emotions belonging to someone else. It can actually be someone else, like their energy imprint pattern. It can be something of a more like a psychic nature, like a being or entity, which I don't like to talk a lot about because who likes to think about stuff like that? But that can happen as well in many cases too for women who are of childbearing age. They'll have a baby being or beings in their aura who are like hanging on, being like, have me, I want to be born, and seeing that a few times. But that's the gist of what foreign energy is. And then how to get rid of it. The more in your aura, the more centered, grounded, and healthy and strong you are, of clear mind, of not, kind of stress-free, the less likely there is that something will be attaching and hanging on. Now, those of us who do a lot of psychic work, that's kind of why I don't like to do readings in person. I did that and for a while, and on a regular basis, and it was not fun. You get dirtier that way, because people come there, they sit there, and then they're like, and then they can send stuff, and you're like, you unknowingly, you know what I mean? But it can take its toll. Whereas if you're at a little bit of a distance, you can just be in your own space and create all those wonderful boundaries to like keep that at bay. It's like foreign energy in your aura. It's like when you're riding on a really dirty bus, or you go someplace that doesn't feel so good, or you sit next to someone that has really bad BO or something, and or flies, and the flies are all around, and you go home and you need to take a shower because that, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. It can kind of transfer over, and you can just take a shower to cleanse it. In fact, I met with this incredible, powerful, wonderful undercover shaman psychotherapist from New Zealand, who's just an incredible person, a wonderful being, that you won't find out about because he's doing the real work. He's not, out there. He's working with people who have severe psychological disorders and really need that sort of help. So he's in the trenches with them. But he was saying, I was mentioning how my husband comes home from work, and the energy around him is like, ugh. And he reminded me, he's like, have him take a shower right when he gets in and wash that energy off. The energy of the atmosphere is like, and the stress of the workplace is like in his aura. So you can do that. Sea salt is a wonderful, like sea salt bath, sea salt scrub way to just cleanse your aura. Your aura will naturally rebalance and get really kind of rebound when you're out in nature, walking around or just sitting or being outdoors. Earth energy is very healing that way. But that's the gist of the kind of foreign energy in your aura. And then chakras and the cording in. A lot of people who do spiritual work or are into it or believers of it totally know what you're talking about when you mention like cords of attachment and other people kind of like hooking in. And often what I've seen is that they usually hook into the solar plexus, but that's not the only place they can cord in. And there are a lot of different techniques out there to help you do the cord cutting. You can go to somebody or you can do it yourself. I would recommend just looking it up because that's a whole other video, just the concept of it. In a nutshell though, it's basically just imagining that like an umbilical cord really running from you to that person. You can call on like Archangel Michael's usually the one that you call on to cut that cord and to rip, pull it out from you and send it back to that person. As far as other foreign energies, like in your chakras, a chakra healing meditation will help. I have in some of my programs, I have like chakra healing stuff. I could make a chakra. Actually, I think I have written a script for one and I should need to record it, a chakra healing meditation that can just like kind of cleanse and get that energy out. But also a clairvoyant reading, if you're looking into having one with the chakras, will help clear energy out of those energy centers. And again, as I mentioned before, that's typically other people's programming or and a traumatic event or a negative event or instance or circumstance or something you went through that's locked in that chakra, and you can like kind of tap into it and then clear it out with energy work and heal it. Now I did briefly talk about the foreign energies as far as like entities are concerned, and I don't like to go down that route, but there is such a thing as ghosties or yucky spirits or like demons and things like that like can get into, be in there. Yeah, there's a really cool person I did a reading with once, and there's like alien energy around her, foreign energy, alien energy. I'm an empath, so it's not good for me to like, I can't. And after the reading, I was like, whoa, like, what the hell is that? And I went to a healer I know for help after. I had to have a healing from doing the healing. I'm a little bit stronger now, so that luckily doesn't happen so much. But anyway, he was like, oh yeah, there's like alien energy like through and through. And to be honest with you, I don't know how or why that happened with her. It could be something in her house, or I don't know, but I just changed the channel. Like I don't want to talk about it, but that does exist, and maybe you can think about people that are really into dark, sinister stuff. Well, that opens you up to dark, sinister things. Like if you love all that and you're like, yay, dark, sinister, like come hang out with me. And then the dark, they're like, oh, let's like go hang out in your aura or in your chakras or whatever. So that's that kind of foreign energy. A lot can be done with light, but it has to be like healing with light and washing it out, but it has to be with your intention to not walk that way and not have that around you, if that makes sense. But that's the gist of it. I hope that answers, Kristie, your question. And if there are things that you want me to talk about, like topics of interest, please email me or put it in the comments. It's actually easier because I sometimes can't get to all my emails, but let me know what topics interest you about this whole realm. And I do have courses and programs for all kinds of things, like opening up your psychic abilities, tapping into tuning in with your spirit guides, and doing your own healings and energy work to help you transform and evolve. That's all at krishanti.com. So check it out. And that's it for today. I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.